Alright, this is our first job. Let's do a quick review of quest rules. Rule number 1. Complete the objective to complete the quest. Easy, right? Each quest has an objective. You can't consider the quest done until you complete that objective. Our current objective is to eliminate a specified number of Jagras. Let's check the map. We ran into some Jagras on the way to base. The small monsters, remember? I think we saw them somewhere around here. Want to check it out? Rule number 2. Use the supply box. The Commission supplies us with a loadout of certain items for each quest. They're in the supply box over there. Have a look and decide what you should take along. Ready to go.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Monster Hunter World. So we have indeed gone out on our first quest here. We will take a look at our supply box.
Oh yeah.
And we'll see what we
Hey, partner.
need. We don't need any ammo coatings because we don't have a projectile weapon. And we already loaded out with some first aid, some rations, and some empty files. So for right now, it looks like we have the best loadout that we can possibly have. And we're basically ready to run on out. See what kind of trouble we can get into here. Looking for some Jagras.
Want to get going?
Alright, so let's explore a little bit. So we want to check our... move our items here, we can do that.
Be careful.
Like so, we can open up the wheel. Or we can just cycle through them. The whetstone is something that we'll use often between fights. That's going to sharpen our weapon. And if we're looking up in the top left of the screen, that yellow bladed sword is where we check the effectiveness of how sharp our weapon is. So we're going to loot everything we can, because like I have said, we will be doing a lot of crafting, potions potentially, I know armor for sure, weapons, etc., upgrading our stuff.
Hey!
So he doesn't want us running off too far, apparently. Oh no, it's fine. Not sure what that was about.
You can use that as slinger ammo. Great
So
for
we-
getting a monster's attention or creating a distraction.
So we can do that. We can open up our slinger. And we could fire
If you're
stones.
clever, you can use the slinger to distract monsters.
Let's open up our map here. Oops. Not our map. Here we go.
Your wildlife map keeps track of where you are and where the scoutflies are taking you. You can also use it to keep tabs on monsters.
Okay, cool. We're not heading the right way, obviously. We're doing a little bit of exploring. Think we're probably going to turn around and head back. But yeah, let's see. Definitely the scoutflies want us to head back. Let's grab this last herb here. And we can go ahead and turn around. Unique mushroom colony. Interesting. Mushroom from the ancient forest, known for its unique tenderness. Account item. Gourmet shroom camp, 10 points. Weird, okay. We'll loot this until it's gone. So a lot of these nodes you can loot multiple times, especially ores. Iron ore and whatnot. So you gotta be mindful of that. Okay. Follow your scout flies and they're going to lead you to your objective. And we do have a day-night cycle that you probably noticed going on here. Also, I believe an active weather system, if I'm not mistaken. That could come into play. Again, these guys are non-aggressive. We can cut through here without worrying about them attacking us. Unless we were to attack them first, which we could do. I'm not
Ready
going
your
to.
weapon before attacking.
Sure.
Keep in mind that what you're able to do depends on whether or not your weapon is drawn. When you're investigating or gathering items, you'll generally want to keep your weapon sheathed.
I'll mark gathering sites and monster positions on the wildlife map for you.
Yeah, so when we're exploring, we're not going to have our weapon out. Because we're not going to be able to pick up items with our weapon out, and we can't use items with our weapon out.
Mega potions.
Mix honey with a potion to make mega potions. Okay, that's very good to know. Assuming that mega potions are going to heal more.
Over here.
Okay, yep, we can go that way, but let's grab this over here. And let's take a look at our map. Every time I go to open the map, I hit that instead. Let's take a look at the map.
You can fast travel back to camp simply by selecting it from the wildlife map.
Okay, well that's really good to know. We can fast travel back to camp by selecting it. Brilliant.
A pack of Jagras.
Let's pull out our weapon.
Monsters we're after.
And we can lock on by pressing in the right trigger. Simple combo here is going to be Y 4 times. If we can get a lock on a monster. Sometimes with the smaller ones, it's easier to not lock on. Yeah. There we go. And now that I've charged up my weapon, you can see in the top left on my sword on the bottom there's red. I can use my right trigger attacks, which are a little bit different. Also, same combo, 4 times. We'll do our basic combo, which ends like that. And you can see my combo potential popping up in the top right of the screen, where it will tell you what you can press next for a combo. But there's some very basic combos that you learn right away. Basic combo is either Y 4 times or right trigger 4 times. Then we have moves where we can combine those buttons. If we combine Y and B, let's pull out our weapon here. If we combine the Y and B button, we do a move like that where we jump back. We can combine the right trigger and Y to do a thrust. We can combine the right trigger with B to do a roundhouse swing. Or we just do our basic 4Y combo. So different things you can do. B is a simple thrust. Y is an upward swipe for the first swing and then transitions every swipe after that. So we want to loot these Jagras. We have to sheath our weapon to loot. And we're going to want to collect their parts because we're going to use their parts for crafting and upgrading our equipment. Obtain small... Sharp Claw obtains some small thing wyverns. Unlike wyvern claws, this is sharpened to grip objects. So a little flavor text. Jagras material obtained by carving, used for many purposes. Okay. Definitely want to loot everything we can. And investigate everything we can. Here's a bone pile. And bone is another resource that we can use in crafting. Here's some ore. Very important for crafting anything. And we've killed 3 out of 7. 3 out of 7 Jagras. Just looking for a few more to complete our quest. I see some ahead. I'm going to pull this out ahead of time. Now, these are stun orbs of some. So if I hit these when a monster's around, it will stun the monster.
Whoops.
Let's see if we can pull them in. And then we can stun them all. There we go.
Use whatever you can.
Once we get the combo going and we do those wide sweeps, we can hit a bunch of them.
The long sword is a close-range weapon designed for cutting attacks. Gather your spirit to increase its
Oh,
power.
geez. When you're not locked on...
The weapon is losing its sharpness. Create some distance and use a whetstone.
They're still stunned, thankfully.
Keep it together, okay?
Alright, we'll keep it together.
Okay. Let's head home and report back to the old man.
Jeez. There we go. They don't do a lot of damage. They haven't even hit us, but they are persistent and evasive. Let's lock onto this last one. If we can. Alright. Sheath our weapon. And let's get skinning. Now, it was telling us that our weapon has lost sharpness. If we're looking up in the top left, we can see that the shorter blade, the orange one, we want that to be full. So we have to use the whetstone to sharpen our weapon. Ideally, you want to do that out of combat. You can do it while in combat, but you have to make distance between yourself and the monster. Nice. Alright, so this is everything we gained from completing the quest. We're obviously going to take everything for now, because we don't really know what it all is or what we need, so we'll take everything. Didn't faint. We got our money reward. Our Palico leveled up. We added exquisite shroom cap to our ingredients list, and we added a new cutscene, probably the one we just watched. Awesome.
Good to see you.
Fine work in taking down those Jagras. So there's no difference in their habitat, but their numbers are increasing. I see. It may be stating the obvious, but the Jagras aren't the only danger lurking around these parts. We've also received reports of a Kestodon herd getting out of hand. This must be all because Zora Magdaros made landfall. So Zora Magdaros must be the molten Elder Dragon that we saw. It's got everything riled up.
Listen up.
Well, it's going to be your job to quiet them down. We'd like you to investigate this Kestodon herd and cull their numbers. I'm going along. Wouldn't want you to get hurt. Great, we could use the help. Oh, we can now depart on quests with other players via the online session. Turn voice chat function on now. Sure, we'll turn it on. I don't anticipate I'll be doing a lot of online play in this series.
Head over to the smithy to see what you can do with them.
But it's possible we will team up and see how that goes. Do a 4-player hunt sometime instead of a single player with our Palico. Might be interesting. So he still seems like he has another quest.
Listen up.
See, there's something important I need to talk to you about. This commission is special, different from your past undertakings if I had to take a guess. It's not about hunting down the Elder Dragons or punishing them for the damage they cause. The commission seeks an understanding of their place in nature and ours. That's the point. The Elder Dragons are nature, and it's as futile to try to punish nature as it is to run from it.
Now that's hunting.
But knowing nature, now that's something we can do. We're going to face some real challenges. The best course might not always be clear.
What this world needs is harmony.
But before you take life or move to defend it, understand it. That's what makes you a hunter. Okay. Interesting. Sounds good. Alright, so we're heading up to the smithy. And we're going to see about either upgrading or creating some new gear. Look at the sunset here. It's beautiful. Look at this. Amazing. Love how it looks. Alright, so...
There you are, Fiber.
Aha, look who's back with materials. Step right up and welcome to the smithy. You'll be needing my services a lot. What I do for you is simple. Whenever you go out into the field and gather materials, I turn those materials into weapons and armor. Drop by whenever you find something new and interesting. Here, I'll give you some materials as a welcome present. You can use them to upgrade your equipment. Let's see, you can use monster materials and ore to forge and upgrade equipment at the smithy. Give the materials you earn as quest rewards, or carve from monsters to the smithy to create new equipment for taking on even tougher monsters. So let's see, let's go to upgrade. And we can take a look at what we have equipped and we can upgrade any of our armor. Let's look at our weapon. Upgrading weapons. First, select the weapon you want to upgrade to. You can use materials to upgrade to different weapons with a variety of improved stats. If you want more base weapons to enhance, you can create more by selecting forge equipment at the smithy or by purchasing them at the armory. Upgraded weapons can also be downgraded. The materials used to upgrade the weapon will be returned to you. The wish list. Select a weapon with the cursor and press Y to add it to your wish list. Once you acquire all the necessary materials to create a wishlisted item, you'll receive a message that is really awesome. You can add weapons and armor to your wish list from the forge equipment screen. That's great. So if we're aiming for a certain weapon that we want to make or upgrade to, we can set it up so that we'll know when we have the mats we need. So you see different materials can unlock different things. The bone tree. Interesting. We can immediately upgrade to Iron Katana 2, I think. Let's go ahead and do that. It's going to cost us 200 Zs and of course the 2 ore. We could skip this cutscene, but I'll let you watch it the first time here. There we go. And there's our improved katana. And so now we have the katana 2. We can see if we are missing components to upgrade any more. So that's pretty cool. So we upgraded once. I don't think I'm going to waste any more. I think we're eventually going to forge equipment. We can take a look here. Forging equipment. New weapons and armor can be created by selecting forge equipment. Most weapons, however, can't be created via forge equipment. Instead, you'll have to make a base weapon first and then upgrade it. So weapons, we're going to upgrade to their new forms. Armor, we're going to craft it and then upgrade it. Is basically what we're getting at here. So if we look at weapons, again, we can craft the base stuff, but we're not going to craft anything new, really. We look at armor, and we can craft some different stuff. We're going to craft some hunter armor. Right off the bat, we can see that what we have on right now has 2 defense. The hunter's armor has 6 defense base and is resistant to fire and water. So we're going to craft some of this. There's our chest piece. And we'll just equip, we'll craft what it lets us. So let's try to do the chest and the legs for now. And so there we go. That's all we have the mats for right now. We could go with something like a bone helmet. Or... yeah, that's basically... I don't know if that would help us. Let's just wait and let's complete our hunter set. Once we have more mats. And I think that's all that we're going to be able to do at the smithy right now. And now we want to go speak to our handler. Who I believe is going to be up in the canteen.
Partner.
So the next thing we need to take care of are those Kestodon. The chief said he'd be tagging along with us. How about we start our search in the ancient forest and go from there? Oh, and I've got some good news. We handlers post all the leads we find up on the quest board. You can sign up for quests there too, so you don't always have to come all the way up here. But then again, you might miss out on all the eats up here. Yeah, okay.
You can pick up quests from the quest board, too. It lists the same quests that I've got, so don't worry about having to check 2 places.
That's cool, makes sense. Whatever we're closest to. Let's go ahead and check out the food. So, the canteen. Eating meals can boost stats such as health and stamina, and grant special food skills. Select the meal you wish to eat from the menu. The meal effects are shown in the center of the screen. Take a good look at each meal's effects to help you determine which one will provide the best benefits for your next hunt. Food skills have a probability of being activated. Use fresh ingredients to raise that probability. Note that meal effects are not saved. Meal effects end when any of the following happen. You complete a quest, you return from a quest or expedition, you faint during a quest or expedition. You can eat again at camp a short time after eating a meal, about 10 minutes. Don't forget to eat again after fainting. Meal effects will carry over when starting a quest during an expedition, or when switching from an expedition in one locale to another. Basically, we want to eat a meal before every quest, outing, hunt, to make sure we have some kind of stat boost. So this would be plus 20 health, plus 25 stamina. This looks great. The other ones are not as good. This might be more expensive, but I'm going to say we go ahead and grab that meal. Again, you can skip this, but it's super fun, so we're going to watch it the first time. I actually get hungry watching this. Like, that makes me want fish, some salmon, like, really bad. So, looks delicious, I will say that. And so we got our 20 health and plus 25 stamina. And with that, we would be ready to queue up and go on our next quest. So we are going to look for the Kestodons next time. Going to take a little break here, and we will do that when we come back. I am having a lot of fun with Monster Hunter World. I hope you guys are too. Thank you so much for the support. Take care, and wish me luck.